Alright, I think I got it going. Had a little bit of technical difficulties there for a minute. But hi, welcome to the stream. Really excited to get back into Fallout New Vegas and Honest Hearts. Go yell at Joshua some more. It's gonna be fun. Loading. Alright, here we go. Right where we left off. Alright, good enough time as any for the intro. How's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream. Today we are going back into Honest Hearts, back into Zion Canyon. Our goal is going to be to finish the DLC in this episode, in this stream. I just want to say thank you for following and supporting the channels and watching the streams and the videos up on YouTube. Support's awesome, and I appreciate you guys. Okay. That's right, we don't have our sun anymore. We have Waking Cloud. What a exciting first part of the journey. Alright, I believe we're at the point where we're doing quests for Daniel in order to get his support for us to be able to leave this wretched place. No, it's actually really nice. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much the story. We're trying to get home, but honestly, it's better here than it is out in the Mojave. Which did we decide to do? What's closest? I want to do the Yao Guai either second or last out of these. I think just going to war with the White Lakes is the first one we'll do. Why are we injured? It's not good. It's not good at all. It won't do. I didn't mean to use one of those. I kind of messed up. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. So I guess we'll start walking from... I guess from here. We'll just head south. What? Waking Cloud. Have I ever said how much I don't like you? Because of this. Yao Guai, they smell your hand. They know. They know you killed one of them. You wear their hand. It's not cool. I'm telling PETA. Or the PTA. I don't remember. No, I don't think that's it. Whatever that stuff from the Simpsons movie was. That's what I'm talking about. Conservationist people. Man, I sound a little uneducated now. I guess I am. Yep, just walk right down that jagged, let's call that a path. She did not use the path. She could have just died. No, she's okay. Alright, we discovered the North Fork Bridge. Where are we now? Oh yeah, we just gotta go south. I think my my button on my controller might stick a little bit, not gonna lie. I'm trying to get a feel for it. What is that? What? That's terrifying. I don't know if I've ever seen a gecko swim. Ow! The M1 Grand is, it's so good. When it hits them. There we go. Fish. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a gecko, like, swim in the water. That was kind of creepy. It moved like a dolphin. Gecko! Alright, no more gecko. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. That's just, that's where we're at. It's fine. It's fine. Don't tell anybody. The cave fungus happened again. Gecko steak. Bunch of healing power. Yeah, I'm just gonna max. Do everything I need to do here to survive. Yeah, what's up? As you can't do nothing about this. You will not die, yo. Not on this day. You know what? You just might. That kind of hurts. Listen here, bud. Yeah, armor-piercing bullets aren't fun. Also, I think if Waking Cloud dies on us, we're just gonna let her be dead. This is the hardest part of every playthrough. I never know what to level. We wanted our lockpicking to go up. I remember that from last time. Go with medicine a little bit. Probably good. We need a good perk though. Also, if anyone's been talking in the chat, I have not had that pulled up. I'm pulling that up now though. I keep saying I'm gonna do here and now, and eventually I am. Trying to save it though for like one of the higher levels. I do think Adamantium Skeleton is just a good route to go in hardcore mode. Seeing as how everything is doing more damage to you, and it's just a general harder time. So I think I'm gonna go with that one, and we'll call it a day. I don't know where Waking Cloud went, but I'm going to that airplane. This is definitely my mental illness happening right now in front of you, by the way. Like, we had a goal. We were going to the quest objective. We were making good progress for a good chunk. And then I saw squirrel, and now we're gonna be a little off track from where we were, but it's gonna be okay. Not for that bark scorpion or his arm, but for us, we're gonna be fine. Patriarch's campground, huh? Okay. I seem to remember something important about the airplane. But I'm having a hard time fully recollecting on it. Definitely has to do with Father in the Caves. I think that's how he crash landed in Zion or whatever, but I think it pertains to an item in the area or something. Oh my gosh. There's always one of you. Ah, gut. How's that feel? Yeah, I have my kill cam thing set up to do the slow-mo while I'm still, like, just playing normally. It doesn't, give me any crazy boom, just killed something a mile away cutaways. Oh yeah, I kinda need to reload, huh? Is this what I'm thinking about? Is there anything cool here? I mean, I need, like, all of that, but... So, not much neat about the airplane, but it is kind of some cool little lore bits. There's some skeletons down below it. Airplanes up there, you got some wreckage. Yeah, blowflies, they're not even cool. He looks like a nerd. We gotta put him out. There is so much. You can definitely tell this DLC was kind of set up for a survival build. Like, it's just littered with abundance as far as food is concerned, and there's literally water everywhere. This seems a little intentional. What's going on up here? I'm still not convinced that there's not. So, shucks. I'm still not convinced that there isn't something more going on with the airplane than what I was able to see and find out. But time will tell, because there's a lot going on in this DLC. What's up here? What is that? Port Fork Overlook. I just want to say to root. As always, too, you know, I'm streaming from a console, so as far as the Twitch lag or Xbox lag, I'm not sure where the lag comes from, but I know the stream does get a little offset. If you close out of it and load it back up, that does fix. Should fix. I don't want to go around making no promises. You know what I'm saying? But yep, we're back on track now. We are back to where we saw that gecko swimming around. Chucking tomahawks at me, bro. Better cut that out. Deayu. No Deayu. Not Deayu me. Deayu you. You monster. No, I do like the addition of tomahawks with this DLC. I also haven't showcased it enough yet, but the 45 auto pistol, they added the 1911 as something that you can get, which is fantastic because the 9mm in this game feels so good compared to the normal 10mm found in Fallout. Which, don't get me wrong, it's a staple and it's iconic and all that can be true, but an actual handgun is awesome to me instead of the big bulkiness of the 10mm, because it's a cool little gun, but I wouldn't ever use something that looked like that. I don't want to hold a box up to shoot, so I might just give me a barrel and a trigger, you know? What do we got going on over here? Nope. We won't shoot Waking Cloud yet, at least.
I fear I will need more than... I need healing powder. Even my best herbs won't work.
Oh, well, I got distracted, and then I guess Waking Cloud got eaten. So, that's just gonna be how Waking Cloud goes. She's not important anyway. She was just a distraction for Cazadors. Well, I guess Waking Cloud can live now, on the bright side. Where is that going to take us back to? Oh, no, we just lost a lot of time. Yep, we just lost a lot of time. You know, you'd think I'd eventually realize that I'm playing on a harder difficulty than I'm used to. But no, that is not what has happened. I think we go back to Southern Passage and go north this time. Give that a go. I can't believe we died. I also can't believe that I keep getting distracted. And I apologize for that. Ow. Also, I might die again in the future. I'm the man of many deaths. That's what I do. I die. I go into games. I think I'm good at them. I'm not. And then I die. I considered jumping down into this water, but I'm not gonna lie, I really don't think that we're gonna survive that. I think we gotta go a little further down before we go giving that a shot. I do appreciate all of the cave markings in this world space. They're pretty cool to see. I also like that we're just like roaming a campground, and it's still basically like a national park, but you know what I mean. I think we can survive a little bit of this if we're careful. Which, of course, we will be, right? Oh! Fall into the abyss. You know, the thing of it is I heard it's not the destination, it's the falls that you fall along the way. Yeah. Never heard that one done quite like that, right? Well, you never met someone as lazy as me at talking. Okay, let's give this another go, and I'll drink some more energy drink so the dialogue gets a little better in between our deaths. Oh my gosh, our caravan is still here. I feel like we looted everyone though. Why does Jed still have stuff that matters to me? Oh, we didn't take Ricky's sunglasses? What is wrong with us? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The Fallout New Vegas world it's just so cozy to just get in and chill out and see all the sights, because there is a lot to see. It's also very concise. It doesn't feel like they really bothered with anything they didn't have to, but that's largely due to the development time. But yeah, no, it feels like a very complete world. It doesn't feel like there's really like more space to do things necessarily. I mean, there is for sure, but I always say, like, if Obsidian had another even 6 months to work on this game, as opposed to the what was it, year and a half they worked on the game, it would just be the best definitive Fallout game. The only reason there's ever any arguing is they didn't have enough time to do what some of the others had time to do. But no one else has had this dialogue tree perfection since this. There's a few games that have came close. I always talk about Dragon Age Origins also when I talk about a very well written RPG. I think Dragon Age Origins is definitely one of those. Was that one of mine? Also, I'm trying to figure out how to jump down there without just eating it, and none of my ideas are that good so far, so that's why I'm stalling. I just have a feeling I can probably survive if I jump like right there. Like if I give it my best shot. I'm probably dead. It was nowhere near as deep as I thought it was going to be. Woo! That's actually kind of crazy. Okay. So we're done messing around. Sorta. Kinda. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe still a little bit of messing around, you know? Like, we don't have to cut it completely out, but we should probably make it to the place that we are headed. Did I loot the crap out of these places yet? I don't feel like I did. Definitely not. Well, maybe. But no, I hope you guys are having a great day. Glad to be off working at home. And oh no, the big bugs. Oh my god, the little bugs. Little bugs are usually followed by big bugs. I need to heal and make a plan because they are about to get me. Let's try out this thing. Is it any good? I don't feel like we're perked into unarmed or melee at all. 40, 26, 30. Let's give the War Club a chance. Because I do love this weapon. Yeah, this thing just does way too much damage. It hits so fast. Ashua. They drew Ashua. That's awesome. Yeah, I love the cave paintings scattered throughout Zion. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I definitely have seen this one before, but I don't remember it. Yep, we were getting sidetracked again. That was, the Ghoul's rule number 1 of the Wasteland, right? Thou shalt always get sidetracked by bullshit. And here we are, getting all sidetracked by bullshit. This fucking club is violent. Oh my god. Yeah, no, definitely a top tier melee weapon build weapon. This club, it's so fast. Like every time you see it cross over the screen, that's a hit on an enemy. What's mad at us? There's always something mad at us in this one too. It's probably because we're wearing a suit. We ain't got no hiking gear. We got hunting gear, if you count an M1 Grand as hunting gear. I don't think a park ranger would like that. But, you know, you do you. It's a free country. Alright. Yeah, I really do like the M1 Grand. It feels really good. I wish my strength was just a little higher so it was a little more stable, but other than that, yeah, damage output and everything, it's a very good New Vegas weapon. I think in the base game, the only M1 Grand you can get is the special one from Camp McCarran. It's called This Machine. You gotta do, what's this, Kachino? No, not Kachino. Whoever he's in the back room at McCarran, he sells stuff. I can't remember his name. It's not Kachino. I think Kachino's in, Gamora. He's a different guy. Uh-oh. What are you... Oh, I can't shoot you unless I shoot you. Ping! Alright, we're gonna make a save before things get unsavable. And then we're just gonna get in there and see how this goes.
Those tents down there. That is a White Lake war camp. Do you see the war totems they've erected around the tents? White Lake warriors pray to them for
what?
strength and savagery before battle. This is no raiding band.
Okay. Well. Yeah, so we can technically we just have to remove the totems, but what we're really gonna do is we're gonna genocide these people because I'm just, we're not allowed to side with Joshua Graham. So I'm gonna get as much of that out of my system as possible right now. And then we're gonna help Daniel get all the tribals. We're gonna get all the tribals. We're gonna get them all together, get them all their shit in one spot, one place, and then we're gonna get all that shit, and then we've got our shit, and we've got our shit, and it's together. Our shit is together. You know what I'm saying? I love Rick and Morty.
You might rush them and take them by surprise.
Yeah, we're gonna rush them. We're
We're
gonna rush them. We're gonna take them by surprise. We're gonna outnumber them 2 to 30. We're the 2. But we outnumber them with bullets. That's all it's about. Then you win. Okay, so there's Sacred, and we must eliminate them.
Yes. If their war totems were to disappear, they would likely lose the will
Like
to
if they
fight.
evaporated into thin air. I think we could make that happen.
I will follow your
I would
command,
probably
but
have
I
better
advise-
luck if I had Follows Chalk, but I don't think he wants to hang out with me anymore. He wants to go to the Mojave and live in the giant green lizard. Okay, real quick, what are these objectives? Like, over there is the encampments, and over here is the totems? Or how's this working? Oh, yeah, we're just gonna open fire. Oh my god! Oh yeah, she's gonna die, for sure. I'll try to save her if I can, but I don't know.
I'm dead.
What is your health? Yeah, you need some stingies. He made the pain. I made his brain go insane. Alright. We need to heal. We didn't do that. There we go. Oh, that's why I'm firing hollow points into him. Let's try armor piercing. That's a big hit. Ta-da! Oh, hey, we got more ammo for our gun. We could take a golf club, but we're not gonna. And we leveled up. Oh, we already leveled up earlier. We just got it again. So I already know what we're getting. Beautiful. After we loot these guys, we'll make another save because I'm scared. Everything just keeps trying to kill me. Oh, we got tomahawks. We're gonna use those. Oh, a little bit of lag. I feel like I have way too many ingredients for how not. Super stim hack debuff. Everything got very colorful. Okay. Yep, moving on. We gotta go to the next. No more jugs. The trees look so pretty for a moment whenever It's dripping out. Oh, is that another tomahawk? That's a cool little scene. I'm gonna take your war totem. Totem. Oh, y'all think it'd be tough? Probably, actually. I'm already about to die again. Man, survival mode, or hardcore mode, whatever you want to call it. It's a lot of healing. All the time. Oh, and I don't have any AP. That's great. Luckily, we're pretty good at using VATS. But who isn't, you know? Why is our aim so bad? I feel like we have some kind of debuff going at us right now. Yeah, I only hit him like twice with all those bullets. These people do a lot of damage when they gang up on you. That's a fact. Okay. So I think we did that was the first quest complete for Daniel. We cleared out the camps and stole their war totems. Yeehaw. Okay. Got a lot to do still, so. We're gonna save because I don't want to lose that progress. And then we'll be heading to the next quest. Yo, rebound. Bright colors. Alright, treacherous road. Yeah, I mean, we can definitely just go kill more white legs. That sounds good. White legs are kind of interesting. I like how unimportant they are, is the best way I can put it. Because they're not that important. They're essentially just a tribe that is trying to accomplish impossible goals. Like, you know, they're not farming, they're not growing their own crops, they're strictly relying on raiding and pillaging. They're essentially like Native American Vikings, but like actual savages, I guess. I don't know, it would have been cool to get more of their side, I guess, just because I'm that guy in these games. I want to know what the bad guys' motivations are, really. But I think, you know, anytime Fallout gives you, like, just a bad faction, like, you don't get to side with them, you kind of have to just go, well, they must be the worst. Because that's kind of what the Enclave was, and they were, and remain to be considered an antagonistic faction. So, I guess that's what I'm trying to say, is the White Legs are probably the worst of the worst. Like, the Legion at least has society aspects, even though they are largely raider-like. They're not necessarily raiders. I think technically, too, the legate of the Legion, Lanius, he's not the only legate, and neither is Joshua Graham. Back home, or back east, the Legion would have the other legates, like overseeing things, basically. Someone would have to be in charge on a upper scale. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I was very confused. The game kind of got a little scary, like it was gonna crash. And I had this DLC crash me once already, so just kind of waiting for the next time. Okay, the next thing we have to go do is deal with the Yao Guai. That sounds easy enough. It's not like it's Death Jaws, so. Where am I getting you? You better quit shooting me. Better stop it. A yield sign is not yellow. It's red and white. Fun fact. That's my fun fact of the day. So this looks like the story of the survivalist or the father in the caves. So I think we're gonna walk over here real quick. We're gonna see what's going on with all this. Because that seems to tell the story of him looking after the children that came to the valley. Yeah, what are we looking for? Like a cave entrance, or? I would imagine it's gonna be more of a cave entrance type thing. I don't trust ants that are bigger than they should be. Ants are supposed to be really small. You know what I'm saying? If I see an ant that's the size of a like a mastiff, I'm good. I think most people would agree on that. So how do I get to where I'm trying to go? It becomes the question. There's like a radio tower and stuff up there, and it had that Father of the Caves painting stuff on the side of the canyon, so I'm trying to get up there. This seems like where we want to be. I really don't like these ones. These pukey green geckos can get out. No, that's almost how it feels, is like all of the new oh my gosh. What even hurt me? That was like instantaneous. Well, that was fun. Yeah, I guess we're going to our autosave. Okay, I really don't know what killed us. But also, how do we get to that location? I feel like I already went around to the right. So we'll try going this way. See what we can see. Okay, this is looking a little more promising. No, I said we would find the father in the caves, and I intend to investigate all of that stuff as much as possible. Oh, it's just a ranger station. But it's one we hadn't discovered, so we'll take it. Oh, and it's all boarded up. Usually we can go into the bottom, but okay, I guess we'll go up top. See what there is to see. Gun case? Eh, nothing too good. Park ranger hat. Well, this is pretty run-of-the-mill stuff that you find at these. There's nothing too exciting. So, why is this marked on the canyon over here then? I don't even know where it was marked now. But I'm beginning to not care as much. We're gonna go ahead and head to the next objective, which is a bunch of bears. We have to deal with a bunch of bears. Yeah, yep, bears. Yep, I'm still thinking about Yao Guai versus Deathclaw, like in all reality, who would win? Because the biggest Yao Guai I've ever seen is pretty freaking massive, like, you know, 12-foot high grizzly bear type shit. And then a Deathclaw is just fast and aggressive, and, you know, it's like, I feel like a Deathclaw just has to nip it with its claw, and the Yao Guai loses. But Yao Guais are big, they could just maul over anything, just like a bear. Ooh, I'm about to die. I'm always about to die, I feel like. Let's see what we can do about that, shall we? We just gotta take a bunch of psycho and other stuff and really get our addictions and damage up, you know? Yep, instant results. These guys worry me, actually. They're doing a lot of damage. We're just gonna spam some packs and rely on VATS, because I don't want to die again. He moved just enough to make me miss that shot. Okay. See, we're getting better at surviving these terrible engagements. The one guy had a shish kebab or something? I swear I saw someone with a shish kebab at some point during all this. Maybe not? Maybe not. Oh my. Sorry, Snuffles. Shout out to Snuffles. Everyone's favorite beginning of the game New Vegas pet / animal. That's a guai. Look at that guai up there. That's a pretty big guai. What are you doing over there? How much? Oh, you try to sneak attack me. Oh, hey, we completed the Gunrunner's Arsenal challenge and the Yao Guai challenge. Oh my god. As a reward, they sent us another Yao Guai. I'm so happy I took the battle rifle, this M1 Garand. I'm so happy we brought that into this DLC. If I was really just going around with a 9mm, I don't know how well we would be doing. I feel like we're gonna need speech before this DLC comes to an end. Speech is the #1 important thing, I feel like, if you want like a no problems New Vegas run. There's some other important ones too, I guess, but that's really the main one. Do we even have to do anything about the Yao Guai cave? I mean, we probably will, because I think I can blow it up. That sounds exciting.
This one is.
No, it's not. This one is not yours, it's mine. I took it. Okay, so that classifies as that quest is complete. So that's pretty cool. Was that the last one we have to do? Return to Daniel. Okay. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited because I'm pretty sure this is going to take us into the latter half of the DLC. Sorry, kind of tired. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're about to be in the like final stages of it. So, and that's the cool thing too. We'll be coming back to Zion for certain things as we play the game through the Mojave and the normal.
Welcome back.
You know, progression of things. There's just some items here that are easier to get than in the Mojave, so we'll definitely be seeing more of Zion even once we're done with the DLC. It's one of the only DLCs I go back into quite often. Try to get all the useful stuff off Joshua now because we're not going to be able to later. Guess I could take back... No, I don't want any of that. Oh, he has a lot of primer boxes. That's good. We need those. That way we can make ammo. We'll buy him out of a few things, I guess. I guess we gave him too much. What do we have for repairs? We'll go ahead and repair everything that we use and is cheap enough. Oh yeah, our suit was just about to go. Yeah, anything that's like really cheap, I'm probably just gonna repair it. We'll call that good. I don't think we need anything else done. Hopefully Daniel can heal us up real quick before we initiate this last section of the DLC.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
Is there any other ways I can help your tribe before I leave you alone
if you
forever?
could part with it, healing powder would be welcome. We have enough stim packs for now, but we can't rely on that small supply. Brock and Xander plants can be found throughout the valley, and you might even find some on Whitelegs you come across. I should be able to address most common problems. What's the matter?
Get rid of my addiction.
As much as I wish people wouldn't touch alcohol or chems at all, I understand. Would you like me to help?
This is the most expensive doctor in all of the wasteland.
Have a seat. This may be a bit uncomfortable.
Check.
Wait, Daniel. No, there's
I'm
more.
glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
We need to... What else? What else? What else? What else? More medical assistance. I have radiation sickness. So, $500 for addiction and radiation. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, sell me shit because I'm actually out there getting shot.
Fair enough. Just be careful and hopefully you won't need these.
Yeah, okay. Just give me everything you got, bud. Got enough of my money as is.
I'm glad to see you're still with us.
Alright, Daniel, I'm finally ready. I have healing powder that I just bought from you. There you go. What do you even do here, bro? Other than wear an oversized hat.
I used to help the Sorrows with various medical problems and general issues they were having, but my bishop sent me here as a missionary. We New Canaanites believe that there is a path to salvation for everyone, and it's important that we set people on that path if they are willing.
You said you used to help. What do you do now?
I'm trying to make amends for allowing our problem to become their problem. The New Canaanites, I mean. The Whitelegs have always fought with us. And with Joshua returning, Caesar has motivated the Whitelegs to stamp out the New Canaanites entirely. That means the tribes we work with, too. It's already happened. I just want to prevent something terrible from happening to the Sorrows. To remove the Sorrows from harm's way. I have to give credit to the Whitelegs for finding their way here. Though I imagine many died in the process. But they can't follow us east. Not into the Grand Staircase. They don't know how to live off the land. We head there.
I feel like it's crazy to be posted up in Zion Valley and not know how to live off the land. Like, I'd imagine they can at least cook meat to some extent, right?
Yes. But not just Whitelegs. Raiders.
Like, they made it sound like they can't even do that.
Slavers. Anyone who thinks they can exploit the ignorant and the innocent. We lost the Tar Walkers and the Crazy Horns. We did our best, but we made mistakes.
The tribe names in Fallout are so cool. The Tar Walkers, the Crazy Horns, the Dead Horses, the Sorrows. Like, that's just some really clean faction naming. Alright, I think we're gonna ask about the Whitelegs. I want to know what he knows.
They're hateful savages who live only to plunder and destroy. Their leader is a devil called Salt Upon Wounds. War is all he knows. Everything he has, everything that tribe has, was taken by force, raiding, and scavenging. It's said there's no man deadlier at close range. That power fist of his has smashed 100 skulls. Maybe that's true, but so what? It's a low form of leadership. A tribe that knows only war has no future. And so he'll lead them to Caesar.
Ah. So yeah, pretty much a summary of everything we've talked about them. I got you the map to the Grand Staircase, Daniel. You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Well, that's it. This is all we need. Now all that's left is to quietly pack up and try to get out of here without being noticed. That's assuming that Joshua won't try to stop me. And that he hasn't talked you into fighting the Whitelegs despite what I've said. Don't worry, I don't hold it against you. You're an outsider. Fighting seems like the practical solution. I'll tell you again. There's more at stake.
Alright guys, here it is. Here's where the polls come in. And the polls say that we are going to help the tribals flee. Which I'm actually interested in because you know, Joshua Graham's so cool. I feel like most people, whenever they play through this, they just end up going with Joshua's way because he's Joshua fucking Graham, dude. Like, the man, the myth, the legend, the Burn Man. So yeah, we're gonna be leaving Zion with the tribals.
It may be. I hope it is. To tell the truth, if something goes wrong, more Sorrows could die in the escape than in Joshua's proposed attack. Even knowing that, it's a risk I have to take. With your help and Joshua's, even if we're attacked, we can defend the Sorrows and escape. We'll be traveling at night in small groups across the valley. With luck, the Whitelegs won't know what's happened until the next morning. But if the Whitelegs realize what's happened, Joshua and I will need you to help us escape. Don't hold back. I promise you, the Whitelegs won't. Once our path is clear, I'll give you everything you need to get back to the Mojave. But the Pine Creek Tunnel must be collapsed behind us. It's the only way to delay the Whitelegs' pursuit long enough for us to get a head start. Good luck, and may God be with us.
Heck yeah. Here we go. Alright, here's where the fun begins.
Daniel must have made it to the tunnel by now. But there are Sorrows all over the valley. We have to help them and get Daniel out of here.
Alright, let's go. Joshua Graham is now our companion. While Joshua Graham is in our party, any .45 caliber auto pistol is better. And twice as likely to score crit. Okay. Well, I guess I know what we're using. Is this the right one? I modified one. Yep, okay. Alright, Joshua. I'm over encumbered, actually. This isn't good. It's probably something we can repair, right? There we go. Alright. We got Joshua. We got the Burn Man. He's really cool, but I personally think that the Van Buren version of Joshua Graham is even cooler. Instead of the Burn Man, they dubbed him the Hanged Man. And you found him in Fort Abaddon, Fort Abandon. It was originally named after one of the NCR's presidents. I think it was Fort Taney or something. And you would find the Hanged Man just on the noose, but he'd be alive, just you know, hanging on to life. And he would actually make the game a lot harder for you to play, where any tribal characters you ran into, Joshua would just be trying to start crap with them. He was just anti-tribals and that sort of a thing. He was still gonna be, for the most part, the same character that he is, you know, helped the Legion and all that, burned, thrown into the Grand Canyon. But he originally didn't have the face wraps. Originally, you just kind of saw like the muscly tissue of his skull underneath a black hood. Did we get poisoned in that engagement? Yeah, we did. Ah! All of the screen effects are insane. Especially when they happen more than one at a time. Like that, why? It's gonna get me killed. Joshua is a beast. I wanna throw tomahawks at people for a while. Oh my gosh! Well, that went really well. And we leveled up from it. That's impressive. Yeah, we'll up our speech a little more. We got 2 points we can start dumping somewhere else. Let's go. Let's do a little bit into survival. This DLC's got me wanting to do more damage to animals and that kind of thing. I'm thinking about Hunter as well. We use pistols quite often. I think I'm gonna increase our VATS accuracy with them. And we're over encumbered. Who saw that coming? There we go, all better. Alright. Joshua. Look at you being sneaky. You walk like a man who lost a battle at Hoover Dam. Just start roasting him. Hey Joshua, you know what I'm gonna do after I beat your DLC? I'm gonna go win the Battle of Hoover Dam. Just start rubbing it in. What's up, fellers?
Friend of Soros, yes? Together we smash white legs that defile holy places, yes?
Just get out of here.
Because you're a friend to...
They literally couldn't kill Joshua Graham if they tried, and they are trying. Oh, they have like unique dialogue for fighting against Joshua. They called him Devil. Floating axes is a fun part of this DLC. They just messed up on the item and made it like static instead of be able to physically interact with the world. Oh, this is a cool place. What do we got? Burial mounds? Yeah, this DLC feels like Skyrim. It just hit me. It's the tents and stuff that do it, but yeah, it feels a little bit like Skyrim. Okay, so where are we supposed to go? Oh, okay. We just loop around. That's easy enough. Let's go ahead and get some healing in our system so we don't just drop dead. And Joshua will catch up, and we're in good shape. Yeah, we gotta get over here so we can get up this bridge. I remember. I think they're up on the bridge. That's gonna make it kind of annoying to get up the bridge. But I believe in us. We have a Ashua, I think. I don't know if he's with us yet. Fell behind a little bit.
I'm Steve Winicky.
Can I just aim for their heads and hit them in the heads? That would be great. Yeah, I didn't think so. I figured aiming for the head would be a bad idea. I shouldn't have done this. These things do no damage at all. We're definitely about to switch back to the pistol. job, Joshua. He is kind of a trooper, I'm not gonna lie. Whoa, what did we do? Retake the bridge. There's optional quests? Oh, so there is. Is that... Okay, so we go do the other optional, and then we're good to get out of here. That's my understanding. We gotta go save some people. What if I don't want to go save people, huh? Well. Oh, Joshua, what are you doing? What are you fighting? Oh, that makes sense. Joshua is so mean. I feel like he just hits all of his shots. Alright. So we need to get up to the park ranger station place that's up there. So I think we just get up here and head up to the left. This is a cave we have not discovered. Cueva Garage. I feel like this one's important for the father of the cave, so in we go. Yeah, what do we got going on? Probably some traps. As soon as I see this brush, that's my first thought. Yep, there were traps. And we need to find a key. Oh. Never been a big fan of those. Appreciate you, Joshua. I don't like spore carriers. And I don't like these spore plants. Now, everything that is like really high-tech and grotesque about Fallout, I'm pretty against for the most part. Like when we get into like the experiments and all that stuff, like I'm not as interested in it. And part of it's just because like I really feel like that shouldn't have happened. Like Vault 22 is a mess. Full of these things. Joshua, you should just murk everything for me, bud. Yes, serve the Lord. Kill the plants. Oh, I'm about to die. I need to do a way better job of checking on my health. We're getting really low on health, truth be told. We're gonna have to start leaning on Joshua to take care of more of the combats. Which I'm sure he's fine with. Think we can go this way to go to where? Up there? I don't know. I don't like caves, man. Caves are really confusing. The maps of them they don't add up in my brain. No, we're literally just looking for a key. And then... Key? No, but that is some stuff we we definitely are taking. What else we got? More C4. I won't say no to that. Please tell me there's a key in this room. Brass knuckles. No? Is there really no key? Okay, we're gonna have to drop some things. The tomahawks are not worth keeping. They're fun, but yeah, they're not actually serving much of a purpose for us. This is definitely another one of the survivors things. The father in the caves. Alright. Yeah, this is one of the big selling points of this DLC, so let's take a look at his computer terminal here. The year is 2097. That's crazy. That is 20 years after the bombs hit. So, January 13th, the Cougars are gone finally. All 34 that still lived ate their dead for strength, then struck out southeast. Victory. 10 months of killing. All I feel is cold. They deserved every goddamn bit of it. January 17th. Thought I was dreaming, but the screams were real. For a moment, they'd tricked me. Thought they'd tricked me. Just pretended to leave Zion. Then sent a patrol to track me down. The screams were a woman's. Edged around a corner and passageway to have a look. One vaulter, ankle deep in a bear trap. Leveled my SMG, but the way she was crying stopped me. How she screamed when she saw me. Been their boogeyman a long time. Name's Sylvie. Claims she ran away from them. Calls them evil people. Children of the devil. Turns out they were sick after all. Something they caught in a vault they lived in. Never came down with it. Yet. So help me, I've wound up being her nurse. So help me, I've wound up being her nurse. Her story matches what I learned from my interrogations last year, but according to her, let's just say it was bad to be a woman in that group. So when they left, she slipped away. She knows next to nothing about living outside of a vault and says she wants to learn. 3 years later, never been so scared in my life. Canada wasn't scary, just sickening. The criminality of it. The end of the world wasn't scary. When I knew you and Alex were dead, I didn't have anything left to be scared about. I just went on for some reason. I wasn't scared fighting the Vaulters. It was like I kept daring them to finish me. When I killed them, I think it was the closest I came to feeling happy in years. Sylvie is pregnant, and I am terrified. Ridiculous old man. A father again at 47 in this world? She's so excited and so trusting. Says it's God's will that we will have this child like nothing can go wrong. You see, Cher, she doesn't know about you and Alex. Never told her. Almost did sometimes. But what you and I had, it seemed wrong to share it. More like an old man not wanting his young wife to know how he failed the one who come before her. Hiking into Tokerville for medical books and supplies. This will be done right. I'm sorry, Cher. I hope you can forgive me. 1 year later, March 5th, baby was Breach. Would have been a son. Michael. Did my best to turn him. Failed. Must have done Khazarian too late. Had to put Sylvie out and she never woke up. Buried him south of the Narrows. Well, this time I was by their side. So much better. I think I can finally do it. Blow my fucking brains out all over this goddamn cave. So, yeah, the father in the caves wasn't having too good of a time of it, it sounds like. But he was trying. He was going on even though he had no direct, obvious reason to go on. Sometimes that's all that matters. Just gotta keep on keeping on. Now, there's definitely a reason that this DLC gets a lot of love. It has some memorable, very memorable stuff going on in it. Especially in the lore considerations with Joshua Graham and just the tribes getting to see a little more to the east, or Utah, I guess, whatever. I'm bad with my cardinal directions and states and stuff, so as soon as I start thinking about it, I lose track. I'm just gonna leave some of these explosives here because I'm just so over encumbered with random stuff. And then got a lot of stuff in here too. Why'd my weight go down more? Now I gotta get rid of 20 pounds? What is this? Why? We got a bunch of stuff we don't need harness at all, so I'll start there. Over encumbered, man. All the teddy bears I stole from the gift shop last stream. I was wondering if it could be ammo. It's definitely ammo. We don't use half of this. There we go. We can move around, and if I ever want this stuff, I'll just come back here. Ooh, a big book of science? Heck yeah, science increased by 3. I need to find out where exactly the Father of the Caves is located. Like, his body, because that's where we get his armor, and that's what I want. I think we've been in this cave long enough. Is there really not, like, a key sitting somewhere? It's kind of crazy. Okay. So, we gotta go out the way we came. I don't like spore carriers. I don't really like them at all. Okay, we got Joshua. Now we just gotta remember how we came into this little place, and we're good. Looks like we can go this way. Yep. Ping! Just for a moment as we head up to the next objective, I wanted to take a moment to talk to you guys about some other stuff that we've got going on. I've never streamed it, but me and my brothers and a couple other people have been working on a guild on the Elder Scrolls Online. So that's something that I think I'm gonna stream at some point, and I also think it's a good way to maybe involve the community a little bit. If you guys are interested in joining the guild, or just hanging out with the guild, or seeing what there is to see in Elder Scrolls Online, that's soon going to be something that we're trying to do here on the channel as well. It is pretty cool. We used to do the RuneScape stuff back in the day, so Elder Scrolls Online, it's basically RuneScape in the Elder Scrolls universe, so it's pretty chill. Ah! That right there, the opposite of chill. Luckily, we just came out of somewhere, so we should have a save right when we exited the cave. Alright, this time we do better. No, I think I'm gonna start utilizing, well, no, I can't. There's, friendlies up here, so I was gonna say, I'm just gonna blow them up, but I would have better luck if I was wearing any kind of armor. That's a definitive. Joshua just told me yes. He's like, duh, you need a 6 set of armor, bruh. All I have is a fireman hat, so. And a bunch of chems, so that's the plan. Med-X and Psycho with some purified waters. Gotcha. Well, that went much better. Now we can take a look at, yeah, that was immediately destroyed that helmet. I'm gonna wear one of the White Legs armors. Oh wow. we're gonna rock this one. We got our cute little sideways bandana with our little Nuka-Cola bottles. Do these people not have a key or something? like if I have to go kill stuff to level up my lockpicking, I'm gonna get sad. Is that really how this is gonna be? Okay, I was gonna say there's no way there's not a key somewhere. What's up, homies? Arise and flee the valley. Flee the valley. Alright. We're at that point where we just gotta go to the last one now. Last objective. Can I wait during this so that it's like daytime? Because that would be cool. Also need to heal again. Yeah, this DLC kind of hurts. You guys are gonna love dead money. It's a little unforgiving at times. Follows Chalk told me that I can search hollow logs. I'm thinking there's one more thing that I would like us to go do real quick. And that is like right there. I want to try to find the father in the caves before finishing the DLC, and that location is over this way. I think we were actually in the right neck of the woods before. Because I always base it on where that one glyph is, and it's over there. So yeah, we'll be sidetracking Joshua Graham just a little bit in order to hunt for the father up the caves. I'm gonna drink out the toilet. Here, actually, if I go in third person, it looks a little more legit. You actually have your hand animation. This is a good way to recover health. Well, maybe not the best way, but it's not the worst way. The amount of Xander root right here is a bit wild. Oh my god. I flew right past him and now I'm dying. What a great combo. Dang! Well, that wasn't very nice. Yeah, we just need to go to a spot. That spot's like right there. Alright, we're gonna speed run this time. Try to avoid enemies too as we move. Yeah, basically we should be able to just follow the water that away. We'll arrive at our destination just fine, as long as nothing murks us out of the blue. Yeah, no, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. As I said before, me and some other associates and colleagues are working on a guild on Elder Scrolls Online. I think it's going to be really fun. We got a pretty good start to it. I don't know when that's going to be coming to streams, but if that's something that you think you'd be into, feel free to hit me up via the Facebook. It's probably the easiest way to go. If you message my page on Facebook, that is Satiny Jester 1271, and that's across all platforms as well. So if you're looking for the YouTube or the Twitch, which I mean right now you're watching on the Twitch, so doing something right, you know. I also wanted to kind of share some of the accomplishments that the channel's undergone. I hadn't really talked about that with you guys yet, but the total views for the YouTube it was like 14.3K. So thank you guys for 14,300 views. That is awesome and insane to me. You know, we really just got started. There's a lot more coming down the line. I believe we also hit 600 likes on the YouTube, which is really cool as well. And don't even get me started on the Facebook. You guys show so much love to that. The Facebook and YouTube are both around the same number of views, so I'd say altogether we're at around like 30K across all platforms right now, just on the views alone. You factor in likes for everything, and where we're around that 1,000 mark. So I just wanted to kind of share a little bit of how the support is going. for the content and stuff, and you know, I do not have the goal to become famous because of Twitch and YouTube and stuff. I just enjoy these games, and we have a pretty fun, enjoyable time playing them. So we try to share the experience with you guys. Also, someone tell my ADD, ADHD, whatever I have, to quit distracting me from what I'm trying to accomplish. This is terrible. Okay. So, we are right here in the general vicinity of where we should be finding the man in the caves. I think. Alright, we're gonna commit just a little bit of time to this. I don't wanna be just roaming around during the last bit of the DLC too much. But I do feel that it's important that we find this. Yes! The mysterious stranger has saved us. What a trooper. Dang, that was a one tap. Got lucky on the critical. Okay, so I mean we're in the general correct area here. We're almost out of healing items, is the problem we're getting very close to. Joshua got him. Oh, we're here. This is him. We made it. The father in the caves. So here's the man, the myth, the legend. Let's see what he has for us. Some rare ammo, bottle caps, fixer, 2024, survivalist's rifle. We're gonna use that. So what this is, and this is probably the definitive unique weapon in New Vegas. This is the only unique service rifle. That gun that the NCR is always using. And in first person, let me turn on the iron sights real quick, because this gun has a interesting little thing going on where Randall Clark, the sights got bumped, knocked around. So if you look down the sight, you see how it's a little crooked. It's actually supposed to be that way. And right at the tip of that one on the right is basically where you want to aim for. But I'm not going to be using the iron sights because I like the extra bit of peripheral vision that we get from the kind of hip fire type aiming. But we're definitely going to be using this gun for this final stage of this. You know, though, I thought that the armor was here as well. That was just the survivalist's rifle. So there is one more place, I guess, on our list before we finish out. I mean, I'm down because I have a decent amount of time left that I can stream, so I don't want to just rush through and get this over with. I wanna show off a few things. Excuse me. Oh, you have to be kidding me. Okay, we are not going to go get the armor yet. We'll come back for it once we're out in the Mojave. There's a cave like right here in the Sorrows camp, and that's where we get the armor from. I should have remembered that, but honestly, it's been a long time since I've done in-game collecting on purpose of certain items. Most of my characters are Legion, so as far as what I allow my characters to wear and stuff, if you're running Legion and you're like role-playing that, there's not a lot of options for you. There's some stuff in Lonesome Road that equates to being a Legion outfit, but for the most part, you have the base game Legion armors, which there's a few of, but they're hard to get without just killing a Legion. So a lot of the armors that are in the DLCs that aren't just awarded to you, that you actually have to go find, I'm a little rusty, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we need to go... Well, first of all, Joshua, you're pretty far away, bud. If I wait, will you be here? Ah! Joshua! Oh, he's on the way. I guess we can just hang out and wait for him. He better hurry up, though. Joshua, I missed you!
The time for talk is past. The Lord's work must be done.
Oh. The Lord's work must be done. Found an ant burrow. It's been caved in, though. That's for the best. I would have done the exact same thing. Am I tripping? Or, hold on. We gotta go north. Weird textures in the water. Slenderman! This is a nice, peaceful, rainy day in Zion. I'm your weatherman, Jester. No, I do really like that it just rains. Oh, now that I'm talking about it, it's like, well, fuck you. Okay, yeah, this is, indeed the correct path. We came in wearing a suit, but now we're nothing but a dirty tribal. I don't think we got any of the dead horse armor or... Oh my god! Joshua! I barely got to draw my gun, you madman. I wish I could take you back to the Mojave. It would be cool if you could take him back, because the loser of the first battle of Hoover Dam could help you win, and in turn, like, kind of like Zuko, you know, he'd get his honor back. I mean, that's his story anyway. He's helping the tribals and being a good man despite having a rugged past. Dude, he is OP. Like, I barely got a shot off on that guy, and even then, only because it was bats. What's up, Sorrows? You guys are chill. Ooga booga binga. Bing bong. Bong. Bing bing. Oh no! Oh my god, I thought it froze. Deal with salt upon wounds. I didn't realize we'd be running into him.
Foolish Outman. You best white legs you think. By my spear you die.
Time to die, General Gobbledygook. Gobbledygook. Wait, there's no reason this has to end in
You
bloodshed.
I listen. Kill you. Maybe I not. Maybe.
Listen here, okay? Listen. I don't think they're that mighty of warriors, to be honest. They're just some tribals that managed to find the storm drums, the Tommy guns. Leave the valley in peace.
We leave, but always fight. White legs. We strong warriors for Kaiser.
Get him, Joshua. Make sure I get those special things off of him. Excuse me. I don't think we need the throwing spears. Sorry, Daniel. I had to do it Joshua's way a little bit. He's just so much cooler than you. It's not gonna let me search them. That's so stupid. Oh, this is adorable. Just a little oasis. Well, seeing as it won't let me interact with stuff, I hope I didn't just break it by telling him he's free to go and then marking him. We'll see. Oh, we got a Sorrows outfit. That's actually pretty cool. We are now tribal.
Please, have you done everything you can for the Sorrows? Are they all accounted for?
I'm replacing the dead one over in the corner, but yeah, we're good. Let's
You've
go.
done more than I could have ever hoped for. Thank you. And may God protect you for all of your days. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Daniel. Good riddance. Joshua, no! Goodbye, Daniel. Goodbye forever.
And so it was that the conflict between the New Canaanites and the Whitelegs was finally resolved. The courier's involvement had tipped the scale, shifting the fragile balance of power.
After the White Legs drove the Sorrows from Zion, they celebrated by destroying all traces of the valley's former inhabitants. They appealed to the Legion for assimilation, but were denied. Their failure to eradicate the New Canaanites in Grand Staircase and farther up the Colorado had not gone unnoticed. The White Legs made a half-hearted effort to find the New Canaanites, but were driven off by dead horses trained in the ways of Joshua Graham. The White Legs lost all hope of joining the Legion and disintegrated into a number of petty raiding bands, leaving Zion Valley a polluted cistern.
Daniel succeeded in leading the Sorrows out of Zion, as he had wanted to do from the start. The courier protected the Sorrows during the evacuation, ensuring that most reached their destination unharmed. Over the weeks and months to come, Daniel would see to the Sorrows' resettlement in Grand Staircase. Their adjustment to their new home was not without difficulty, but eventually, the Sorrows came to accept the loss of Zion.
Having helped Daniel and the Sorrows escape from Zion, the dead horses returned to their home at Dead Horse Point. The tribe continued to learn from the new Canaanites, and over many years built a flourishing community along the banks of the Colorado. Though the tribe's bond would endure, it was Joshua Graham's legend the dead horses would revere, not the tenets of New Canaan's faith.
Already weakened by several seasons of bad trading, the Happy Trails Caravan Company was initially discouraged by the results of its expedition, the fate of New Canaan, and the evacuation of the Sorrows from Zion made the prospect of trading seem fruitless. When Daniel told his family about the exploits of Happy Trails' employee, the courier, however, New Canaan decided to repay the company's kindness. Twice per year, New Canaanites made a dangerous journey west to trade with a company in the city of New Reno. The Happy Trails Caravan Company could not survive on such trading alone, but the New Canaanites' generosity made tough times go easier.
Follows Chuck took the courier's words to heart and decided that he would behold the sights and sounds of distant lands with his own eyes and ears. After returning to
That's my boy!
he quarreled with his family and other tribe members about his ambitions. One morning, they awoke to discover that Follows Chuck had set off alone, westward, into the wilderness. He was
Fuck
never
yeah.
seen again.
After leading the Sorrows from their home in Zion to safety and Grand Staircase, Daniel continued to wonder if he'd made the right choice. He spent his life evangelizing the beliefs of his people to a new generation of young men and women, as his ancestors had for centuries before him. He was happy with his family, but for the rest of his life, there were nights when he awoke with sadness to find he had been dreaming of Zion.
And with that, the courier walked out of the history of the tribes of Zion and back to the gathering storm of the Mojave Wasteland.
Hey, that was the glyph of the Father in the Caves that we looked at. Ah, the floating chest of goodness. We're already over encumbered, so... Daniel. We're definitely gonna wear Chalk's headdress. That's definitely happening. Joshua Graham's armor is pretty sick. He was literally just a riot gear mummy. For now, we'll rock our checkered suit and Chalk's headdress. And we got some weapons too. Let's check them out. Joshua Graham's handgun. That is an instant mag dump. That is the fastest 6 shots from anything. I do have fast shot as a perk, so it's helping it along a little bit. Kind of a tribal power fist, which is cool. It's got the feathers on it. If you're role-playing some kind of tribal tech wizard. pretty cool get up. So we have 19 pounds too many. And deciding what we're not gonna take is gonna be rough. Hopefully we can just dump a bunch of stuff. We'll stash some things in here. Yep, that's enough for us to move around. I'm debating on where we take things from here. I'm thinking there's one more thing we have to go get. We definitely got to go get the armor. So we're gonna stash a couple more things that just are weight. Excuse me. Sorry about that. What else we got? We need just anything that is weighing us down a lot. We're going to somewhere safe, so I feel pretty comfortable with this. And the stuff shouldn't despawn on us. Hopefully. But who knows? It's a quirky game, that's for sure. Like a lot of weird stuff does happen. Yep, we're just gonna go here and we'll go from there. I forget whether we get to it by going further back or I think we go further in. I could be completely wrong. We're looking for something in Bones Cave. Oh yeah, and the camp's probably empty because we evacuated them. So that's weird. Wait, is that a cave? Half mouse, no. Dang, okay. No, it's gotta be one of those over there, so we go up there and cross the bridge. Just right over here. Glass chunk, no. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm not gonna lie, this place This is looking like it. This is it. Alright, so what we're looking for is a must-have for your Fallout New Vegas playthroughs, especially if you're just looking for like a unique, maybe you want to play an NCR Ranger, or this would also be NCR Ranger armor that doesn't necessarily just straight up look like it's Ranger armor. It's looking of them, I believe. It's not the best statistically though. That's more your speed. There are so many traps in this place. We need to go up, not down. There it is. Forgive me, mama. Now I'm carrying too much again. Oh, yeah, definitely. Because we're carrying 30 more pounds than we should be. Alright, then. We'll be quick on the terminal, and then I'll take a buff out. 90. Okay, so this is a year before the 2097 logs that we read earlier. There's still all the men. I think they would have taken the women alive, but Marina and Selena opened fire, and some of the others went for their guns, so they shot them down, and some of the kids with them. If I could have won, Elena and Carmen and their 5 children still alive, being kept in a pen. This is like the first guy to see the Legion roots build, and he was like, nah, we don't like that. It is kind of like an offset of basically the first NCR versus the Legion, in a way. There are more than 100 of these assholes in blue suits. Every suit says 22 on the back. Why? Armed to the teeth with submachine guns, pistols. Estimate 60% male. Everyone seems to follow the dark-haired guy, but can't get close enough to tell. Assholes of discipline. Troll sentries. They mean business. Say I go in at night with women and children out. Where to next? Has to get them out. Recon them. They're well organized. Sentries. Okay. So he started watching the people succumb to, oh my god, are they sick? Lots of coughing fits. Tuberculosis? Women and children still in pen. We'll try to infiltrate by stream tomorrow night. February 14th, they ate them. February 19th, ambush along Riverside Trail. 6 males killed. Heard their coughing a mile away. Used their grenades to booby trap bodies. Kept half, secured 6 SMGs, 500 rounds. So this guy just like Morgan from The Walking Dead. This whole valley. Was that really just your one? Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is just him being Himothy so soon after the bombs had dropped. Now we can take a buff out, and we should be able to make it to the Mojave, as long as we get out of this cave. I remember whenever this one had first came out, there was a bug that just got your character trapped in Zion. Like there would just be no way back. You would have gotten however much progress in the DLC and then went to this cave and it would have said that you needed the map or something like that. Happy Trails Caravan Company. It's probably closed. Well, actually, I forget what happened to it. Tell you the truth. I was more concerned about Follows Chalk. Ah, Vegas. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed as we went through Honest Hearts. I think that it's a really cool DLC. I didn't go and do everything. There's still some stuff in there that I didn't bother with. And I don't want to just like 100% everything whenever we go through, because if you're watching and you haven't done, you know, this or that, you may want to, you know, do it yourself type of a thing, and I'd be the same way. So yeah, whenever I'm playing, I'm not gonna go through and do everything. That's why I like the role-playing aspect of games, because like I could do 10 playthroughs on channel, on stream, whatever, and depending on how they're role-played, it's gonna depend on what's gone and done. Like you get more out of some games by limiting what you do. I don't know how to explain it. There's like an art, and people, you know, hardcore roleplay game people, I think, get exactly what I'm saying to some degree, where basically once you get going on a Legion character, like the NCR, it's on site in one way or another. You're either sneaking through their places and getting intel and, you know, being like a spy, or it's just on site. NCR character may try to abide by more law and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm rambling. We've been streaming now for, what is that? It's 2 hours and some change. I think I'm gonna stream a little longer, but I don't know. I think we did everything that I planned on doing in the episode, so this will just kind of be some chill time, where I can kind of wrap some things up and get some things stashed. I think that's the first thing we gotta do, is just, we have a house in Novak, we're gonna go stash everything. Oh yeah, we just barely got that fast travel in. We're over encumbered, man. We died so many times. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, man, we died a lot. Zion is a dangerous place. You got Yao Guai, the spitting geckos. The spitting geckos are my least favorite. I know I hated on the bloat file, all the bugs, quite a bit, but yeah, no, I almost preferred fighting the Yao Guai to fighting the spitting geckos. Alright, we need to stash a lot of this stuff. I do like the idea of using the survivalist's rifle, though. Just because it's weird, because you're going from 5.56 to what is it, 12.7 or whatever ammunition. Yeah, we'll keep Joshua's pistol. It only weighs a pound 20. He was killing people with like a purse gun. And we'll keep the M1 Grand. We don't need C4. I haven't really used the Molotov, so we'll bring those. Oh. And yeah, I haven't shown it off yet. I was kind of waiting. Here we go. We step outside. Hopefully it's still daytime. It's not. Well, let's make it daytime. I want to show off this armor, because this is the Father in the Caves Desert Ranger armor. And it's very, very cosmetically different from the NCRs. It's got green over the eyes instead of red, like basically every other Ranger helmet you can find. It has like war dates on the back, probably pre-war. Forgive me, mama. Sergeant Vickers, RB. OPOS USMC. But even like if I did this is probably what we're gonna rock for a little while. It's got a bit of a tribal or cowboy meets military thing going on.
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know which one.
I feel like we haven't heard an NPC talk in a while. Okay. So if we're gonna go do something, let me take a look at where we were at in the lobby. We haven't gone to Miss to Mini Caesar. That is gonna be a weird task to complete. We might just have to go in guns blazing against the Legion, and if that's the case, we're gonna have to. We might just end up going into another DLC. Probably not in this episode, but that would be our next course of action.
Have you seen that tower on the strip all lit up?
Because on hard difficulty, the Legion is just gonna be a lot to deal with. But I do think that's what we'll do. We'll probably start Dead Money very next stream. So we're gonna just kind of set up for that, and I think we'll be ending the stream pretty soon. Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun. The DLC is great, and Joshua Graham. I just keep talking about him, but yeah, Joshua Graham is the big sell point for sure. He's just an intriguing character, and I feel like the prologue to this game, that small amount of events of the first Battle of Hoover Dam and all of that, you know, there's a certain curiosity in it. because you're essentially destined to be the next one to try to be Graham. You're gonna try to take it down for someone else. He tried to take it for Caesar. You're trying to take it for maybe even Caesar. That's why I like my Legion because 2 of the DLCs connect you with characters from the Legion on a level where they make it clear how badass they are. I like hearing from different ones about well, hearing Joshua talk about Ulysses, or Ulysses talking about Joshua. I don't like fire geckos, I'll tell you that one. Why do y'all like float do a lot of damage? Like it's not death ball damage, but it hurts. I don't need a map. Oh, there's the compass. I was like, where's my compass marker? I was just gonna wing it. We need some health right now. Pretty sure we're still friends with the NCR. Oh, this isn't the NCR. This is not the NCR. They're not killing us, though. They might suck me in and make me go to...
Our way. True to Caesar.
True to Caesar. I will murder them. We just have other priorities at this time. And if they're not on site, I don't need to murder them yet. I already killed Vulpes. Caesar's gonna hate me for it. It's a good jump. I'm gonna say, I gotta be almost there. This is insane. The map always looks really cool whenever you get on the east side of it, towards where the Legion live. Originally, we would have had some Legion locations over there. Now all we have is a Deathclaw spawn zone. Yep, here we are. This will be the entrance to Dead Money right here. Make sure I'm not missing one. Start from the top. Yep, that's the next one. Then we'll do Old World Blues and Lonesome Road. Yeah, it would have been awesome just to see something over there. There's kind of this rule, though, for the most part in New Vegas, where it's like, if you see it, and it's like a building or something, then you have to be able to go there. Well, this is a scene. We'll leave it right there. So, if you've made it this far, whether you're watching live or on YouTube, I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate any support, because this is just something that I'm doing for fun. Whenever I get some random time to do something in my, you know, just a good little hobby, more than anything. But it's really cool to see people actually, like, are watching. I think that's been awesome. Yeah. Other than that, I'm about to go hop on it now, actually. I'm about to, when we end the stream, I'm going to go and I'm going to play some Elder Scrolls Online, try to level up my character some more. But, yep, we got a guild going on there. That'll be coming to stream soon. I believe I posted it on all the platforms, but anyway, we're going to be doing a surprise stream at some point where I'll be playing For Honor and Dark Souls. And those are two more games that I just absolutely love. But I think that those are going to be a nice new bit of some different kind of entertainment on the channel than just Fallout videos. Because as much as I love Fallout, I don't just want to do Fallout. I do like it as a primary, though. It is where I'm the most comfortable, just like, especially for streams. It's just chill. I can get on here and be in my own little world with you guys and go about my questing and business, you know. It's fun. But that's it. I've stretched it out long enough. I'm gonna go play my Elder Scrolls, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.